Victorian home where there is a dining table being set for dinner, a window seat, 2 aunts, 1 nephew, and a bottle of from arsenic and old lace.
Isn't there some of that Lady Baltimore cake left?
Oh, yes.
And I'll open a bottle of wine.
Oh, and to think it happened in this room.
Now, where could I have put that?
Well, with your fiancé sitting beside you tonight, I do hope the play will be something you can enjoy for once. Maybe it'll be something romantic. What's the name of it?
Murder Will Out.
Oh, dear.
When the curtain goes up, the first thing you'll see will be a dead body. Abby!
Yes, dear.
You're going to make plans for Teddy to go to that sanitarium at Happydale?
Yes, dear. It's all set. Dr. Harper was here today with the papers for Teddy to sign. Here they are.
He has to sign them right away.
That's what Dr. Harper thinks. Then there won't be any legal difficulty when we pass on.
He's got to sign them this minute. He's down in the cellar. Get him up here right away.
There's no such hurry as that.
No, when Teddy starts working on the canal, you can't get his mind on anything else.
Teddy's got to go to Happydale now, tonight.
Oh, no, dear, that's not until after we're
Gone.
Right away, I tell you. Right away.
Why, Mortimer, how can you say such a thing? Why, as long as we live, we'll never be separated from Teddy.
Listen, darlings, I'm frightfully sorry, but I have some shocking news for you. Now, we've all got to try to keep our heads. You know, we sort of humored Teddy because we thought he was harmless.
He is harmless.
He was harmless. That's why he has to go to Happydale. That's why he has to be confined.
Mortimer, why have you suddenly turned against Teddy, your own brother?
You've got to know sometime. It might as well be now. Teddy's killed a man.
Nonsense, dear.
There's a body in the window seat.
Yes, dear, we know.
You know?
Of course. But it has nothing to do with Teddy.
Now, Mortimer, just forget about it. Forget about it.
Forget?
We never dreamed you'd peek.
But who is he?
His name's Hoskins. Adam Hoskins. That's all I really know about him, except that he's a Methodist.
That's all you know about him. What's he doing here? What happened to him?
He died.
Aunt Martha, men don't get into window seats and die.
No, he died first.
Well, how?
Oh, Mortimer, don't be so inquisitive. The gentleman died because he drank some wine with poison in it.
How did the poison get in the wine?
Well, we put the poison in the wine because it's less noticeable. When it's in tea, it has a distinct odor.
You put it in the wine?
Yes, and I put Mr. Hoskins in the window because Dr. Harper was coming.
So, you knew what you'd done. You didn't want Dr. Hopper to see the body.
Well, not a tea. That wouldn't have been very nice. Now, Mortimer, you know the whole thing. Just forget about it. I do think that Martha and I are entitled to our own little secrets.
The next scene is from The Visit by the Swiss playwright Frederick Dürrenmatt, and it's set in a wooded area near the town of Gullen. It has two characters in it, Claire and Anton. Years and years and years ago, they were lovers. Claire got pregnant, was disowned, sent out, and the world has changed. She's come back to Gullen now, years later, and she's a multi-billionaire. Wow. And what we don't know yet, and you'll know in a later scene, is that she has decided to give millions to this town on one condition. They kill her old lover. The Visit by Dürrenmatt.
Look, Anton, our tree. And there's the heart that you carved in the bark long ago.
Yes, it's still there.
Oh, how tall it has grown. And the bark is dark and wrinkled. Why, there are twice as many limbs, and some of them have died.
It's aged, but it's still there.
Oh, like everything else. Oh, how long it's been since I've walked here. Barefoot over the pine needles and the damp leaves. Look, a fawn, Anton.
Yes, a fawn. It's the season.
I thought everything would be changed. But it's just like it was. This is the seat we sat on years ago. Under these limbs you kissed me. And there under the hawthorn tree where the moss is soft and green, we lay in each other's arms. It's all like it used to be. Only we have changed.
Oh, not so much, my little witch. I remember the first night we spent together. You ran away, and I chased you until I was quite breathless.
Yes.
And then I was angry, and I started to go home, when suddenly I heard you call, and I looked up to see you sitting in a tree, laughing down at me.
No, it was the great barn. I was in the hayloft.
Were you?
Yes. What else do you remember?
I remember we went swimming by the waterfall, and afterwards we were lying on the big rock in the sun together, when suddenly we heard footsteps, and we snatched up our clothes and rushed behind the bushes when the old pastor came along, and he scolded you for not being in school.
No, it was the schoolmaster. It was Sunday. I was supposed to be in church.
Really?
Yes. Tell me more.
Well, I remember the time your father beat you, and you showed me the cuts on your back, and I swore I'd kill him. And the next day I threw a tile down from the rooftop, and I split his head open.
You missed him.
No.
Yes. You hit old Mr. Reiner. I was 17. And you were not yet 21. You were so handsome. You were the best-looking boy in town.
And you were the prettiest girl.
We were made for each other.
So we were.
And you married Matilda Baumhart in her shop. And I married old Zachariasian in his oil wells. And he found me in a whorehouse in Hamburg. It was my hair that entranced him. The old golden beetle.
Clara. This is the bench we used to sit on and smoke cigarettes. Do you remember?
Yes, I remember.
The cigarettes I bought from Matilda.
No, you got them from her for nothing.
Don't be angry with me for marrying Matilda.
She had money.
It was a lucky thing for you that I did.
Oh?
You were so young, so beautiful. You deserved a fate better than being stuck in this wretched town without any future.
Yes?
If you had stayed in Gullen and married me, your life would be wasted like mine.
Oh?
My God, Clara.
My God, Clara, look at me. A broken shopkeeper in a bankrupt town.
But you have your family.
My family. They never let me forget that I'm a failure, that they never let me forget my poverty.
Matilda has not made you happy.
What does it matter?
Your children.
They're so completely materialistic, they have no interest whatever in anything higher.
How sad for you.
Yes. You know, once you went away, my life passed like a stupid dream. I've hardly ever left this town. A few years ago, at a lake for several days, it rained all the time. A trip to Berlin once, that's all.
The world is the same everywhere.
At least you've seen it.
I've seen it.
You've lived in it.
I've lived in it. The world and I have been on very intimate terms.
Well, now that you've come back, perhaps all will change.
Naturally, I won't leave my native town in this condition.
It will take millions to put us on our feet.
I have millions.
1, 2, 3.
Why not?
You mean?
Yes,
You mean you will help us?
yes.
I knew it, I knew it. I told them you were generous. I told them you were good. Ah, my kitten.
Oh, listen, a woodpecker.
It's just as it always was when we were young and full of courage. If only we could roll back time and always be together.
Is that what you wish?
You left me, you never left my heart. The same soft little hand.
No, not quite the same. It was crushed to a pulp in a plane accident. But they mended it. They mend everything nowadays.
Your hand crushed? You wouldn't know it. Look, there's another fawn.
The old wood is alive with memories.
Well done. Good.
Take you now to Long Island, where there's a daughter and a mother who are trying to get ready for a visitor. Social Security.
This is a fish, Bobsy?
Yes, it's cold mousse of pike, and I have a Pernod sauce to put on top of it.
It's gefilte fish.
It's gefilte fish? No, I just told you it's cold mousse of pike, and if people want, we can put Pernod sauce on it.
To me, it looks like gefilte fish.
There might be a slight resemblance, but it's pike. Cold mousse of pike.
You wouldn't serve gefilte fish?
It's not that I wouldn't serve it. It's just that it's not a very festive fish. I'm not ashamed of it if that's... What? Stop shaking your head.
Why are you getting so upset?
I'm getting so upset because in 5 minutes, Maurice Koenig, the creator of Yonkel the Matchmaker, the Masada windows, and the tapestries of Jerusalem, is going to be walking in this apartment for dinner. And instead of getting excited and waiting to meet this legendary, marvelous human being, you choose to sit there and snipe at me.
Sniping, please.
Sniping. That's what it is. For 2 weeks now, all I have done is feel that I'm sitting before a review board. What I want is a situation where the two of us can talk things out without wearing flak jackets.
You're overexcited.
I am not overexcited. Enough. Please, Mother, get dressed now. It's Maurice Koenig we're talking about.
Soon enough, I'll be gone. Then you won't have to worry.
Say,
Sophie Greengrass, beloved mother of Barbara and Trudy, adored grandmother of Sarah.
stop it. Stop it.
Trudy had them all written out.
And what written out?
My death notices.
Death notice?
I found them in her recipe box. Casseroles?
wrote them out.
She said that when I died, she wouldn't be able to think. So she did it beforehand.
I can't believe it.
Knowing Trudy, I thought just maybe there was a discount involved.
No, Mother, no.
It was just her wish then. How you say, a psychological thing?
Mother, it was a dreadful thing for her to do. It's inexcusable.
First, I read my death notices. Then I'm dropped here like a package from Altman's.
Mother, I can understand. You're feeling hurt. You're feeling angry.
Nobody's hurt. Nobody's angry. This is just the way my family does things.
Mother, you have a right to get angry. In fact, I think it would be healthier if you got angry, so we could talk things out.
What?
So talk things out.
You'll always be my little Bobsy.
Sure.
Remember the ballet slippers and the tutu? Remember the day we went to buy them?
Sure. On 56th Street.
54th.
Oh, Mother, please now. Will you please get dressed?
I'm too comfortable. What's the big deal?
Mother, I am going to say this as calmly as I can, without my internal organs dropping out and me falling on the floor. I would like you to please get out of that house before Maurice Koenig walks through the door.
Okay.
Thank you, Mother. I know you prefer to sit in that nice, comfy house coat. But
Right, for our final scene. This is from Prisoner of Second Avenue by Neil Simon. And Dawn and Thomas are playing, Dawn and Tom are playing Edna and Mel. And it's a small house in New York, and it's end of a busy, hectic day. And the only thing you need to know is that the house is a complete, absolute wreck.
What happened here? Why is this place such a mess?
We've been robbed.
Robbed? What do you mean robbed?
Robbed. That's when they come in, they take things.
You mean someone just walked in and took our stuff and robbed us?
Well, they didn't make a telephone call for an appointment.
All right, Edna, relax. What happened? What did they get?
I don't know. I was out shopping. I was gone 5 minutes. I come back, this is what I find.
You couldn't have been gone 5 minutes. Look at this place. It's a mess.
I was gone 5 minutes.
All right, when you came back, did you notice anyone looking suspicious?
Everybody in this building.
Did you see anyone carrying any bundles or any packages?
I didn't notice.
What do you mean you didn't notice?
I didn't notice. Do you think I'm looking for somebody leaving the building carrying my television set?
The television set? They took our brand new television set?
Well, they didn't take the old one.
All right, you sit down, relax, I'm going to get you a drink. A little scotch will help calm you down.
Oh, don't calm me down because there is no scotch. They took all the scotch.
All the scotch. My Chivas Regal?
sent us Regal and took only the cheap stuff. The police will be here any minute.
Did you tell him we've been robbed?
Why do you think I called them? Don't you understand? My house has just been robbed.
Well, what am I here, a hoarder? This is my house, too. My television set's gone. My alcohol liquor's gone, just as yours.
Yeah, but you didn't walk in and find it. I did.
It doesn't matter who found it. The same thing. Nothing to watch, nothing to drink. I'll get you a value. That will come.
I don't want a value.
Oh, don't be stubborn. You'll feel better.
I'm not stubborn. There is no value.
They took the value?
They took the medicine chest. The aspirin, the value, the shampoo, the shaving cream, the razor blades.
Oh, okay. I understand the television set. I understand the liquor. Even the value. But shaving cream, hairspray, what are they going to get for a roll of dental floss?
They must have been desperate. They even took my kitchen money.
What kitchen money?
I had some money in a book, $85 cash.
You put $85 in a book? Why didn't you put it someplace that they weren't going to look?
Like
Like a sugar jar.
dental floss and mouthwash, and you think they're not going to look in a sugar jar?
All right. I'm still having trouble believing you're only gone 5 minutes. The door, the latch isn't broken. It hasn't been jimmied. I don't think I even know how they got in the house.
Maybe they found the key in the street.
What key? What do you mean, the key in the street? Don't you have your key?
No, I lost it.
How were you going to get back in the house after shopping without your key?
I left the door open.
The door open.
Well, how was I going to get in the house anyway?
So you left the door open in the city with the highest crime rate in the world. You left the door open.
I was gone 5 minutes. How did I know they would know I left the door open?
In this town, when a door's open, they know.
Well, at least I wasn't hurt or killed.
No, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right, Linda. The important thing is you're okay.
Thanks, Mel.
Directors, Professor David Barnett from Alberta, the University of Alberta in Edmonton, and Dr. Stuart Kendall from Stage Bridge Theatre in Oakland, California.
Yeah.